أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers. We're just waiting. There's 2-3 brothers praying inside. I think they're all done. Alhamdulillah. So we'll start with today. Yesterday's reviewing of the exam, inshallah ta'ala. So some brothers did well, some of them not too well. But there's nothing to be, disappointed because some ran away. Yeah. But because just remember one thing, brother. Because we're doing it to please Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, nothing else. We're not doing it to get a degree. We're not getting it to be like you get a job or something. So as long as you're putting your efforts, inshallah ta'ala, Allah will reward us. As long as you're putting your time, your efforts, inshallah Allah will give you reward because you're trying your best. And that's the beautiful.
I think it comes to 2 o'clock in the night.
Alhamdulillah, very good, very good. So because that's the beauty of our deen, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in other places in the world, no matter if you try whole night, but if you next morning if you cannot go to the office or you fail to present your project, you're still a fail. Yeah, the boss will say, okay, you did hard work, I can understand, but no result. But for Islam, it's not like this. As long as you're trying according to your means, inshallah Allah will give you reward. So when you look at the numbers, don't feel sad. Okay. So I'll just give the thing, then we'll go through this one. So this is for you. But the Rubaiyat is the thing inside, right? Rubaiyat is inside. Yeah. This is brother Manzur. This is brother Tanvir. Okay. So let's very quickly go through this and the marking. If you need a pen, then I'll just tell what marking, the full marking of the question. So number 1 was 2, and I think almost everybody did it correct. Okay. What is the nasab version of the word tilka? Okay. So tilka is the words that we find, pointing to something that is close by or far. What is the meaning of tilka?
There.
No, far, there, zalika and tilka. And also it is feminine, right? And we remember the chart where the singular and the plural versions has all the non-flexible. They won't change. Rafa, nasab and jar, they're always same. Zalika is always zalika. Tilka is always tilka. Ulaika is always ulaika. Okay? And this is so the nasab version of tilka will be tilka. So it's number 2. But the main point is that you have to remember the things, like meaning you have to know why it is the same. Because it is from the chart, and we mentioned the point that this never gonna change. Either the middle, but the dual one, okay, like hazani, dhanika, tanika, those one change. But we say those one you hardly find in the Quran. Probably doesn't exist in the Quran. That's what we said with the dual version, the middle one. But the ulaika, zalika, tilka, haza, haulai, these are all non-flexible. They'll never change. Okay? Doesn't matter they're rafana sabarjar. Next question. How many fragments are there in the following example? Break down and translate. Okay, so this was, haza min amali shaitan. A lot of brothers tried, fine, but they missed one fragment. There's 3 fragments here actually. Because, make it a bit bigger. Because there is, mean is here. Okay, so haza, first when you say haza, that's a fragment also because it's a pointing fragments, okay? Okay, and also the min amali is a jar majdoor because min is one of the half of jar, okay? And ash-shaytani, amali shaitani mudaf ilay. Okay, so the translation would be this is, some people say this is da, no, this is not da, this is from the work of the shaitan, actually you can say that. Why I said twice da? Because we remember a rule, if the mudaf ilay is proper, so that this also become proper. Because this is ash-shaytani, this is also the work of the shaitan, okay? But if some people doesn't write the da, that's also fine. So I give full mark. The full mark was 4. So some people, whoever identified the 3 one, I think only one brother did 3 fragments, so there's 4, other than this 3 or something, okay? So that's fine. Next question was the easiest one. How many properties have to match for 2 words to be Mawsuf Sifa? everybody write 4. So everybody corrected it, and there's only 1 mark for that. So I think everybody got that number. Explain why or why not the following are Mawsuf Sifa. Almost all of you made it correct, except for I think 1 or 2 brother. They said this is also not Mawsuf Sifa, but that is Mawsuf Sifa. This one is not Mawsuf Sifa. Why? Because Kitabun is common, and Al-Jadidatun is proper. So this doesn't match. That's why. But the next one, the one after that, Al-Qawmu Dhalimin, everything matches there. Everything matches there. Yes.
Here, Kitabun is also is it like gender issue or not?
It's a gender issue also, yes. Good, yes, a gender issue also. So 2 things, yeah, because one doesn't match, so you can just say, yeah, but gender issue also. Because Kitabun is singular here, and also it is masculine in this one. If it is Kutub, then we could say it is a feminine plural, okay? Jadidatun with the ta marbuta, it's a feminine word, okay? So one of them is Mawsuf Sifa, one of them is not Mawsuf Sifa.
Is the other reason is for the other one, the other word not being also suffice because it's the kitabun.
Yeah, kitabun is proper, means one book. But ad-jadidatun means the new one. So one has al, one doesn't have al. You have to have all the properties matches, okay? Mawsuf Sifa has to have 4 properties matches. That's what we're asking the number 3 question. So all 4 properties should be matches. The status, number, gender, and type.
Both word match has to match.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other reason is that the kitabun ends with the una or not?
No, kitabun ends with un.
Un.
That gives you indication that is common.
Yeah.
It's common. Okay, there's no al. If there's al, there's nothing called al kitabun.
Correct.
It should be al kitabu. Okay. Remember we said whenever you have al, it cannot be un, an, or in. Okay.
So my reason was because you gave me 4, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I give you 4 because that's the only place I could give you something. Otherwise, you didn't write.
No, I just wanted to make sure my understanding was right.
No, right. Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah. So
if it was kitab, not kitab, kutub, how could we make it Mawsuf
then
Sifa?
we have to go al kitabu al jadidatu, or you can say the same thing. Keep the first one same, kitabun jadidun.
Jadidun.
Yeah, you take the al from the others. If you want to make it proper Mawsuf Sifa, you can do that.
So that both has to be same form.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody clear on that?
Like
Rubat bhai, okay?
no, I'm clear.
Okay. This one, translate and specify the fragments below. These are all from the examples. I'll make it bigger, I think. Yeah. So translate and specify the fragments below. The first one is duna dhalika. These are all special mudaf. So you can just say all mudaf ilay. Okay. I don't know, some brother didn't write anything, but it's all from the same chart. Remember we had 16 words. Okay, there's special mudaf. So these are all mudaf. Duna zalika. Duna means beside. Okay, duna zalika means beside that. Beside that. Okay, or without that you can say. Indika means near you. Ka means you. Indika. Okay, indika means near you. This word is found so many times in the Quran. One of the examples that the wife of Pharaoh, he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make a house for me which is near you. So indika. Indika means near you. Indi means near. Okay. The last one was bainahuma. Bainahuma. This is also very common in the Quran. Bainahuma means between both of them or 2 of them. Both of them means 2 because huma is the middle column. Okay. Huma is the middle column. So bainahuma. Baina means between. Huma is attached with that. So bainahuma means between both of them. Okay. How can we make it between both of you? If I want to say both of you, between both of you.
Bainahum.
Bainahum.
Bainakuma.
Bainakuma.
Bainakuma. Because kuma and ka kuma kum. Okay. So bainakuma. If you want to say between all of you, how are we gonna say that? Bainakum. Bainakum. Not kuma, bainakum, because that's the thing. So these things we have to know, because if we don't click in your head quickly, then it's very difficult when you're going to start the new things. Especially when you go to the study of fail. Fail is a bit complicated. Okay, you have to remember a lot of things. But this chart, especially the pronoun chart, is super essential for learning the fail. And fail is a bit complicated, as I'm saying. Not, that complicated. You, inshallah, will go through that. But bit complicated than the ism, so you have to have that click in your head. Okay, so as soon as you say that, write down the 6 harf of nasab with the meaning. This was the easy question, but nobody can answer everything properly, to be honest. I think one brother only did. Okay, so inna, anna, ka'anna, laita, lakinna, la'alla. Okay, and the meaning are already we discussed the meaning. So anna means that. Okay, inna means for sure, anna means that, ka'anna means as though, laita means if only. Okay, lakinna means however or but. La'allakum tattakun. You should all remember, we heard this ayah probably 100 times in the Ramadan. La'allakum tattakun. So that, hopefully, maybe. The three meanings of that. So that, hopefully, or maybe. Okay, it changes depending on the context. Okay. Break down and translate the following. This was bit actually, brother who translated, I give the full mark. I didn't give the full mark if you don't find the fragments, because the translation is a bit different. We didn't do that part yet. So, but whatever you wrote, I try to give the full marks. Okay. So annal kafirina. So anna is obviously a harf of nasab. So al kafirina. So you should break down like this. You should say annal kafirina. This part is harf of nasab. Anna is the nasab, harf of nasab, and its victim is al kafirina. So tell me, brother Mustafa, al kafirina. What is the status of this? Is it rafa, nasab, or jar here? If it comes after anna, so is it rafa, nasab, or jar? No,
No, sorry,
it's
nasab,
harf of nasab. Yes, kafirina is nasab. Okay. Now, so that the disbeliever. Okay. La maula lahum. I was looking for what is lahum. Lahum is mudaf ilay. Is it? No. It is jar majrur, because la, bata, kaf, mim, la, lahum means it's attaching with the thing, so it is jar majrur. So we have one harf of nasab, we have one jar majrur. La maula is separate, okay? La maula is separate. So basically this is a part of the ayah from Surah Muhammad, okay? And in that ayah Allah is saying that, that the kafirin, the disbeliever, does not have any maula for them. The kafirin, because Allah is saying that before of this part, this ayah, Allah is saying the believer has Allah as their maula, but the kafirin doesn't have for them the maula. Okay, but because you don't understand, you have to have the other part to know that. So whatever you write, I give the marks, because as long as you can find out the two fragments, annal kafirina and lahum, you get the full mark, inshallah.
So what is the full mark? 4 or?
Number 7, full mark was 4. Yes, full mark was 4.
So who will protect the non-believers is the right translation?
No, it's not the right translation, because actually it's the potential is that the believer does not have for them a protector. Meaning they don't have Allah as their Mawla. Okay, that's the meaning. But it is hard to understand. So whatever you write,
Almost near who will protect the
yeah,
non-believers.
because you don't know how does it say does not have. So we don't have a word for that. So we'll come to it later on. So, please write down any 5 harf of jar with the meaning. So this is also very easy. Bata, kaflim, there's 11 of them. So I just asked for 5 of them. Okay. So bata, and I think a lot of brothers wrote this one, except for 1 or 2 brothers couldn't fill all of them. But it's bata, kaf, okay, lam, wa, min, ala, and hatta, ila. All these 11 ones. Okay. So these ones have to be in your head. Okay. That's the thing that we say that we have to memorize. You really have to memorize. It takes just go every day. Even if you go 10 minutes over this one, it will stick in your head. It's not difficult. Break down and translate the following. Inna ilaykum mursalun. Brother Shajib, which ayah is from? Which surah is from? Inna ilaykum mursalun. You know the surah? Surah Yasin, yes. Do you know which number, which ayah? Number 12. So this one is a tricky one. How many fragments are here?
First one is harf of nasab.
Yeah, what is his victim? The first one. Huh?
Mursal.
No. This inna, look at this inna is a bit different. This inna is not, if you look at the inna that I wrote before, that's only with noon. This is actually inna including nahnu. This is inna plus nahnu, because the nasab part of nahnu is na. or jar also na. Remember the pronoun jar? So nahnu means we. Na means the short form of we, meaning is when you jar and nasab. So inna means definitely we. This inna, that's why the alif is there. See? This is not inna like for sure. It is for sure, but for sure, and there is a pronoun also inside this one. That's why it's not only noon, it's noon plus alif. So inna means definitely we. So that is harf of nasab. Harf of nasab. Inna is making nahnu a nasab. So it has become inna. That means definitely we. Nobody, I think, write we in the translation, but you don't? Okay, good.
You didn't give the marks. No.
I want to tell the fragments of this. So inna.
If it is said inna na, it is also it is we.
Yeah, then the noon will not be like this.
Okay.
Noon will be like the other way. The noon will be without the alif, inna. Yeah, and that is also Allah wrote it this way to put emphasis. Definitely we, there's some emphasis in the inna. Ilaykum. Ilaykum is very simple. Ilaykum is jar majrur. This comes from the 11 word ala. Ala sometimes become ilay. Like ilayhim, ilaykum. So ilaykum means towards you or to you. Ilaykum means towards you too. So we are towards you mursalun messengers, meaning we are messengers to you. So you know the story in the Surah Al-Yasin, the 3 messengers came, and then Allah sent 3 messengers in a city. First send them 2, then send them 3, and they said, "Inna ilaykum mursalun." We are definitely messengers to you, but they still didn't believe them, right? So this is a first one in one fragment. Second one is another. Mursalun, mursaluna is a nasab here itself. Okay, mursaluna actually not a nasab. Actually, you can say una here. So it's kind of this word itself is a rafa una because it's finished una, but that's not a fragment, part of the fragment. So we just keep it like this. That's why because it's una, it's not been affected by inna or ilaykum or something, because it's a una. See mursaluna. Okay, so it just itself by a rafa. Basically, it's rafa in this one. Okay, so inna, but we'll talk about this soon. That is how come we have we also here a rafa, and also we have mursalun also rafa. So how does it work? But we'll talk about it inshallah when the time comes. But for example, my intention was to find out how you can find the inna and ilaykum. So that's the one. So the last question: write down all the conditions for two words to be mudaf and mudaf ilay. So I think everybody wrote it properly. That mudaf cannot have alif lam and it has to be light, and the mudaf ilay has to be jar, and they have to be side by side. Okay, a lot of people didn't write side by side, but that's also very good, proper condition. It has to be side by side. Point out this type of frame in the following translation. So fadlullahi alaykum wa rahmatuhu. Okay, again fadlullahi is mudaf ilay. Okay, fadl means favor of Allah, like Baitullah, like fadlullahi. I mean, look at this. Fadlu is no alif lam, is light, and the word Allah is in the status of jar. So the favor of Allah. Alaykum, again the same, jar majrur. Allah making the you antum kum. So alaykum wa rahmatuhu, His mercy. This is also mudaf ilay. So there is 1, 2, 3, 3 fragment. One mudaf ilay, then we have jar majrur, then we have another mudaf ilay. Okay, so there are 3 fragments. Everybody got that or not? Brother Mustafiz, you okay?
Last fragment. How?
Wa rahmatuhu. When you see a attached pronoun hu, then it's always mudaf ilay. Rahmatuhu means that His mercy. His mercy. So Allah is saying that Allah's favor is on you and His mercy is also on you. You can say properly, Allah's favor and mercy is on you. Okay? And that was for 5 marks. Okay, to find out the 3 one. Okay? So inshallah, so these are the things. As I said, if you didn't get proper marks, so don't get disappointed. You're trying your best, and inshallah ta'ala